Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. In this one we are looking at PLTR. In the past month we have seen PLTR unfortunately fall in price, but you can see down here on the MACD is potentially coming to the green right now. What does this mean for the company? What does this mean for the share price? Well, we're going over some of my personal thoughts and opinions in this video. Remember, it is nothing more than my personal thoughts and opinions. It certainly is not financial advice, so do remember that as well. If you want financial advice, go to your financial advisor, but if you want to hear my opinions, press that subscription button. You would be amazed at the amount of people that do not subscribe, so make sure that you are not one of those. Make sure to press it. You can follow me on Twitter at N2SFinance. It will be linked in the description, and you can also join us on Patreon or on our website called Markets-Daily, where I will post articles all the time on all different sorts of stocks. Link to that site as well is in the description. But now we are going to jump into the video. Now bear in mind, this is going to be more of a technical analysis video. If you guys do want to see a more fundamental analysis video, and if this video itself does get enough views, we definitely can make that happen for you. But at the moment we are just doing a quick technical analysis going forwards into Monday. And we're going to start off here actually on the more simple charts. The reason for that is because it is very easy for everybody to understand. On the one day, which was obviously Friday, we saw 9:31 a.m. a price of 22.05. From there up until about 10 we saw a rise. This took us to about 22.39, and from those highs we were down for the rest of the day. We didn't really find any support through the day. We just fell from those highs all the way through. Now on the past 5 days, you can see the trend. We are apparently in the red, but you can see that we have risen a little bit in that time period, so I'm guessing that we saw a fall on Monday, as we did open up. But that is what we're seeing so far. We are seeing a pretty neutral week overall. We are pretty much where we started off. We started on the week on a price of 21.65. Coming towards where we are right now, we're on 21.71. So not really too much movement at all. In that time frame though, you can see a lot of volatility. We hit lows down here at 21.18, and we hit highs up here, which were at 21.71. So really we do appear to be glued to the $21 range in the past 5 days. And this does appear to be the case for the majority of the month. You can see we have been at $23 up here, but ever since we fell from there, we have basically been stable in this $21 range, with a few exceptions when we broke up to $22. However, we have not been able to remain there for a significant amount of time. Now what we're going to do is move on to the more technical charts and have a look at what a few of our indicators are saying. And we will start off this time on the 5-day chart to give us a bit more context on how things have been moving, because that does really tell us how things have been going off. We can see down here that the 5-day moving average is on 21.88, and that is slightly above where we are right now. We can see that the RSI figure is at 34. Bear in mind guys, 20 is considered to be oversold, so 34, we are getting there, but we are technically not oversold right now. And we are seeing that MACD trend at the moment being ever so slightly bearish, but also pretty flat because we did not see too much movement at the end of the 5-day period. On the 1 month chart, we can see that MACD is potentially coming green. Those lines are almost about to cross over, and we are seeing that they are still in the red, unfortunately. You can see these candles up here are pretty neutral, but we have not seen a green one yet that has popped us over the top. That is unfortunate, but going into this week, it definitely could be something that we see change on the MACD indicator. If that is the case, I think fantastic. We are seeing a moving average figure down here of 23.55, and that is ever so slightly higher than where we are right now. Not really too bad to be considering that this is a 50-day moving average and it tracks the past 50 days. So we have not really fallen too much in the past 50 days when looking at PLTR. So yes, I am happy that we do appear to be stable now in the $21 range. Hopefully that trend does continue into next week. But that's what we are seeing on the further out charts. Let's move in now and focus specifically on the 1 day. So you can see the moving average figure for Friday was on 21.76. That's slightly above where we finished off at 21.71. Not really too much above at all. We are seeing the RSI figure down here at 37, and we are seeing that MACD trend make its way up, but again we are still under the line and still ever so slightly bearish at the moment in my opinion, but that could be changing on the 1 day if you do find that of any significance. So what do I anticipate happening this week for PLTR? Well, ultimately, I would love to see us remain pretty stable in this range. I think if we can remain in the $21 range. I would be happy with that in a worst case scenario. We have managed to see some support at this level before. You can see 21.68 does appear to be a relatively decent support, and that is slightly below where we are right now. We managed to stay at 21.68 before on this date here, and even here we were almost stable at that point as well, and this has been a support down here as well. Now previously we would be looking for a support ever so slightly lower than that if it was to drop in the 21.3s in my opinion, and a level that we do appear to be having some difficulty breaking above is up here in the 21.5s. You can see the line here, we have had difficulty breaking above it on multiple occasions. We hit it up here for a small amount of time, but we did not manage to stay there as we fell on the day. You can see we had difficulty hitting it back here as well, and even back here we did have a little bit of difficulty, you know, staying in that level. So ultimately it would be very nice if we could break past there and hit higher than the $22.5 range. Again, that would be by the end of the week in my personal opinion, but ultimately if we were to see PLTR remain pretty flat in this week, I would be happy with that. Bear in mind, in the past 5 days we saw a lot of negative action, to be honest, especially on Friday. A lot of stocks did sell off, so to see PLTR in the red on the one day is not too concerning to me. I hope that we can see this trend actually change, and I hope that Monday will be a good day for PLTR and the markets as a whole, but right now at the moment market conditions are ever so slightly rough. I think this is being reflected in the price of a lot of our stocks. So ultimately, would I consider PLTR a buy right now? Well, personally I do not think it is a bad buy if we are patient. I think long term PLTR does have some potential, but right now at the moment people are not necessarily buying stocks like PLTR, and subsequently we are not seeing too much movement in their price. So if you are patient it may be worth it, but obviously PLTR at the moment, it does appear to be a stock that not many people are paying attention to. But I think as a fundamental company it is a solid hold. Just my personal opinions though. Tell me yours down below. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here, and again if you do join us it is completely free, link is down below, but if you do want to become a Patreon you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name, so your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.